Hey guys, today we're going to be continuing our guides for Kid Icarus Uprising by looking at how to be victorious in light versus dark matches. Once again, Adam Crick, aka Russki of the Kid Icarus Battle Squad, has given us his tips and tricks to make sure you guys get the best info. Light v Dark is a 3v3 battle arena. Because there aren't so many people in the arena, you can afford to use weaker weapons you wouldn't touch in a 1 versus 1 environment. A club, for example, is normally something that gets you killed outright, but in 3 versus 3 you get a lot more survivability thanks to your teammates helping you out. They can distract your opponents while you charge up and release one big shot to take all of their health off with grim efficiency. The focus of Light versus Dark is always your group. Your team has a group health bar, and if you die, then your team's health goes down. Once this is gone, the last person on your team to die becomes Dark or Light Pit. When you respawn as one of these, there's no guarantee that you'll appear with the same weapon you were using. Once this happens though, you only have 1 life left on your team. If your character dies when you're the Angel, then your team loses, though your teammates can die as much as they want. Obviously, it's still best to avoid that wherever possible. Much like our advice for the free-for-all multiplayer battles, you want to try and take over open areas while keeping an eye on where the nearest cover is. The most important thing to do is prioritizing who to attack and then focusing your fire. While there's no dark or light pit in play, you want to take down the weakest foe over and over. Don't worry about spreading damage. This causes the Angel to spawn faster, and when that happens, you need to focus fire like nothing else matters. When selecting power-ups before the battle, Russki recommends focusing on pure damage rather than survivability. If you have a chance to hit someone for huge damage, then you can win the game a lot faster, and the fact that there's teammates there to distract means survivability is increased anyway. Russki also has some advice on specific power-up combos that work well together. Slip Shot causes attacks to pass through scenery and pursue enemies until they get hit or manage to dodge. Russki advises using this with a club or staff, as this ensures foes are hit for a lot of damage. You may even get lucky and strike their teammates for some area of effect damage, providing that's what the club's quality is. Russki's next recommendation is the Mega Laser. He begins most matches by queuing it straight up from the start, as it gives your team the advantage on the field by pushing enemies back to their spawn point. It lets you take charge of the arena while they're trying to escape the starting area. If you push 2 back and one manages to run out, that's actually even better, as you can corner him and take him out while he's got no backup. The Reflect Shield can shut down projectiles launched at you and knock melee champions back. Being an aggressive claw user, Russki admits it's devastating to have a foe use it, as whenever they run into him, he gets knocked back. This means he has to go around, which gives his enemies time to get damage off or for their teammates to come assist. The Reflect Shield can also stop clubs doing serious damage to you by forcing foes to damage themselves instead. Finally, playing dead briefly turns your character invisible by doing the death animation. Don't move straight after casting it though, as the animation needs to play out. It's a useful move, as not only does it freak people out, but it lets you position yourself to ensure you can get the jump on them. Follow this advice to champion your team to victory, and join Russki at the top of the league.